look at that. They got that sucker up real quick. Don't mind the fence. It's technically their fence. There is the Butte. Don't mind the exhaust over there, guys. Guys, one thing I love about this car is the CarPlay. Android CarPlay, guys. I need that. I need it in the truck. With all this open space, let's go ahead and position the Butte. Okay. There we go. The office. That feels office-like. Oh my gosh, guys, look at this. 4-inch tiny little LCD screen. I think the next order of business is to upgrade the infotainment system, guys, because it's not really much of an entertainment system. Alright, folks, this is my 2018 F-150 XL 3.3 liter naturally aspirated V6 work truck. So today's video pertains the F-150, obviously. More specifically, the ownership. Now, this is a 2018 and it's 2020 now, so it's been about 2 years and I'm about to roll over to 30,000 miles, kind of. I'm at 28.5 right now, so almost there. And now I wanted to share with you guys how the truck has been holding up and how it's been treating me so far. We'll go ahead and start with what I've done to it so far, and we'll go ahead and start in the front, guys. Obviously, aftermarket LED grille, aftermarket headlights, that's a Raptor style front bumper, barricade bull bar with an LED light bar. The front half has been vinyl wrapped in satin black. The truck has 2.5-inch strut spacers on the front, and as well as I believe 2-inch rear blocks on the back. Now, if you guys are OG subscribers, then you know about my eBay side steps for the truck. This is one of the first mods that I got for the truck and one of the first videos I did for it. 2 years later, eBay side steps, guys. These were like $110 at the time, but starting to see some flaking and rusting going on there, a little bit there on the driver's side, and there. But just cosmetic stuff, guys, because other than that, this steps are still sturdy, still in place, still doing their job. Moving on, windows were tinted. That was probably the first thing I did. We do, of course, have a Husky low-profile toolbox. This, being a work truck, is a necessity. Entire back half has been vinyl wrapped in satin black. As mentioned, we do have rear wheel blocks. I think they're 2.5-inch. We do have 2-inch wheel spacers pulling out the wheels. Aftermarket eBay tail lights. Now, I've had these for about a year now. No water issues, no electrical problems. They're still holding up strong and fine. Do have a Ford Raptor style tailgate panel, or an applique, something along those lines. Now, a mod that's discreet and overlooked a lot, the wheel well liners. Now, originally this truck doesn't have any wheel well liners, so all of this is exposed, which means you could see the white, the body and everything, which didn't go well with the truck being wrapped in black. So I picked up some Husky liners, covered up, easy installation, and gives the truck a much nicer finish. But this is how the truck sits. We'll go ahead and move inside now. Now, this being the lowest model F-150 that you can get, obviously they're going to pair you with their least powerful engine, which is their 3.3 liter naturally aspirated V6. You'll also see a couple of accents and trim pieces I put around the truck. The door handles, the power window switch, the vents, gauge hood. Just some accents to spruce up the interior on this very basic truck. Let's go ahead and move on to the details of this 2018. So if we get in here closer, we are sitting at 28,635 miles right now. Pretty close to 30,000 in 2 years. Ooh, 16.4 average, not bad. If we go to trip 1, that might be longer. There you go, look at that, 1,000 miles on it already. 19 average MPG. Now that is mostly city driving, so that's pretty good. Of course, with the XL, obviously we have a nice LCD screen inside the gauge. With this, we have other modes: display mode, engine info, distance to empty, transmission, tire pressure, trip, fuel, towing, off-road, settings. This thing may be basic, but it does have a few features on it. So as for drivability, the truck feels exactly the same as it did from when I brought it home from the lot. And that's saying something too, because I have modified the suspension and the layout a little bit of this truck. If anything, I think I've ruined it. Ford engineers and developers spent millions and spent years developing their components, making sure it lasts a long time. And I went ahead and changed that up. Anywho, guys, the driving is smooth and still as smooth as it is from when I brought it home. There's that. That's probably the electric power steering taking in full credibility on that. But still, guys, very smooth truck to drive around. And it feels nice. Not as fast. Alright, folks, here's a little tidbit of the 3.3 in action. In sport mode, by the way. Look at a hold those revs. Look at that. Just in case you wanna. Alright guys, if you didn't already tell, we kind of changed locations here for a little bit. This sun is directly in my face, guys. I don't know if I could do this. Lighting's great. Just the eyes in the face. The eyes on the face, the light in the face. Let's get back to the F-150. Alright, so here's the 2-year update on the F-150 XL interior. This being an XL, we don't have the center console, we have a jump seat. We have vinyl flooring, but I also have floor mats. Now, I know some of you are going to say, why on earth would you get floor mats for your truck that has vinyl flooring? And, well, guys, look at my floor mats. And now, look at the vinyl floor without the floor mats. Looks clean. Still in pretty dang good shape. There we go. Main reason. So for the interiors with the XL, you get the gray earth vinyl seats, which is a lot better in my opinion. A lot easier to clean up. The cloth ones just get filthy way too quickly. And 2 years, guys, of daily driving this thing and using this for construction, still in good condition. It's all holding up. Passenger side is holding up even better. Let's move on to the back. Back seats holding up just fine, no issues, nothing whatsoever. One of the big reasons I love this is the amount of space we have with the Super Crew. Don't mind that, that is the headrest from the jump seat. But we have enormous amount of room, guys. And I'm gonna show you real quick. The driver's side seat is pushed all the way to the back. I'm gonna sit right back here. Now I'm 6 foot, and look at this. Look at this, guys. Driver's side seat all the way pushed back, and I still got room to extend my legs. Talk about roomy. So the 2-year update for the vinyl flooring, guys, it is still in great shape. Now there are a few areas where it's kind of been pushed in and dented. Now this is a construction truck, so I always have tools or some heavy equipment, something on here, and I think that's what happened. I probably left something too heavy and it kind of pressed it and dented it in. So, but overall, the vinyl flooring looks fantastic, apart from a few dirt particles, guys. Don't judge me. Now the door cards for the rear doors are still holding on. They're in excellent shape. No signs of wear or any fading whatsoever, especially on my little cheap trim pieces that I bought. You'd think for the price they'd start fading from the sun, but nope. Everything is still holding on tight. Now as for the interior on the front, everything has been holding up just fine. No issues whatsoever in the 2 years. But I do have a feeling, I suspect my dash has fell victim to that warping problem. I'm not quite sure. Maybe it's been warped. Do we have warpage? Is that a word? Can you guys tell me? Can't really tell. Now this being an XL basic truck, you won't find many features, nor will it be well equipped. But I, for one, actually like the layout of the truck, just the styling, the interior styling. Basically, it's pleasant to look at, and that's a huge plus for a work truck. Mechanically speaking, the 3.3 liter V6 and the 6-speed automatic transmission have been nothing but reliable for me, guys. No major issues whatsoever, apart from a few recalls. I think the biggest one was the seatbelt recall, and then obviously your normal routine maintenance, oil change, all that good stuff. Other than that, I have had 0 mechanical issues with this truck so far. It's kind of hard to make this video because it has such few cons. First big issue is the auto start function. Basically, when you pull up to a red light and you put your foot on the brake, that little light will come on right over here, except it'll be a green one, and you'll notice that your RPMs drop to 0. Essentially, your engine is off, but everything else is functioning fine and normally as if it were on. May seem like a good idea, but it's just annoying, guys, because it's a pressure point. You have to actually find that pressure point for it to activate. That's kind of annoying because you're not always on the same pressure all the time. Sometimes you're this, sometimes you're that, and the truck will turn on and off. And then 2, I have an aftermarket, well, that's not aftermarket, but I have a loud exhaust on my truck, so it's really annoying to hear it on and off again at a red light. So I don't like that button or that feature. Now, of course, there's ways to bypass it, you know, buy a product, trick the computer, all that stuff. But I'm just saying, as a feature out of the box, nah, I don't like it. You should at least be able to permanently disable it as opposed to just having to press this button every day. The second issue, it's not an issue anymore, but the oil pan on this truck is a plastic oil pan, and you don't have a drain bolt anymore. You have sort of this twist-on drain plug. Yeah, I mean, it's not a big deal with me anymore. I don't care, but when I first discovered it, when I did the first oil change and found out it was a plastic oil pan, I wasn't really too pleased because, you know, you don't really expect that with a truck. I guess it's good because you don't have any corrosion and you don't strip your bolt. The drain bolt, I guess. I don't know, guys. It's cool with me now. It doesn't bug me. I even think Ford discontinued the plastic pan the same year they introduced it, so I could be wrong about that. But like I said, doesn't bug me now. Just don't really expect that with a truck. We'll move on from that because I know it's a mixed issue there. We'll go back to the issues in a little bit, guys. I actually just found the sticker for this truck when I got it, so we can take a look at the price as well as the features that come with this truck. F-150 2018 4x2 Super Crew, 145-inch wheelbase, 3.3 liter V6 PFDI electric 6-speed auto with tow mod. Got an Oxford white. We got the medium gray vinyl 40-20-40, and this sucker is stickered at $37,590. Not bad. Now for features, we have the 101A package, basically power equipment. I think the best equipment, optional equipment that I have on here is the 36-gallon extended fuel tank. Best decision I made with this truck. And then we also have, holy crap, we have sync in this truck? I didn't know that. Man, that is just super wild to think how expensive trucks have gotten lately, guys. Like, when did the era for cheap trucks die? Nowadays, it's just all these luxury trucks that are like 80, 90,000 with their computers, features, sensors, and gimmicks. Just like, why? This, however, has been perfect for me. Although maybe I probably would have done things a little bit differently, gotten a couple of more features, because this very is much the base of the base here. But at the same time, it's pretty cool because I can practically change out whatever I needed changing out because it's all basic. Almost forgot about this one, guys, but the aluminum bed has been holding up just fine. Remember, this is a construction truck, so we're always taking in material, tools, equipment, and so far, no dents, nothing crazy, obviously scratches, but we'll get all this Line-X'd sometime down the road, guys. You'll see. We'll go ahead and peep the engine bay for a hot second. It's a little dirty, but obviously here it is, the 3.3 liter PFDI naturally aspirated V6. A lot of room, as you could expect with a 6-cylinder. But there we have it, folks. 290 horsepower, 265 pounds-feet of torque. Pretty much what you need. Now, I'm not going to go and sugarcoat it and say this thing is a powerhouse, because it ain't. But it's definitely enough to get you around, guys. Definitely plenty. I hope you guys enjoyed the 2-year update on the F-150 XL, guys. I can't stress enough how great this truck has been to me, despite it being one of the lowest trims and very basic model that you can get. It's everything I needed, guys. So if you are looking for a truck and you don't need all that fancy dancy stuff, then an XL might be your best option, guys. Now, would I have done things a little bit differently? Yeah, I'd still go for the XL, but I'd probably get a few extra options, maybe some package equipments or something like that for the XL. But apart from that, guys, been nothing but smiles with this truck, and I actually do like modifying this thing, so definitely subscribe, because you see how she's sitting now. may not sit like that in a month or two, guys. So do yourself a favor, subscribe if you enjoyed the video, like and comment. If you have any questions or anything about the truck, guys, feel free to leave them down below. I'll happily address them. With all that said, Ford, sponsor me. I'll catch you all on the next one. Peace. Take care.